Hey everyone out there, it's your high priestess, your sister witch Kathy, talking to you all from the darkness. And today I wanted to do a celebrity spirit reading and basically just my take on the whole Azealia Banks story about how she's uh, sacrificing chickens in her apartment. I think on the internet, it's actually going viral that she's been sacrificing chickens in her closet. And also, there has been some videos out there about her teaching about African spirituality, religions such as Palo and Ocha and different things like that, and I wanted to give my take on it and also let you guys know what Spirit is showing me about her situation. Now, before I actually really get into all of that, I'm actually going to play a little bit about what she said on this video. And this is for those of you that don't know about her or haven't heard about her or the situation. I will go ahead and play a little bit of the a YouTube video here from, I think it's AUC Hotspot. I'm going to go ahead and give them credit for that. But this is a little bit about Azealia Banks saying how she's done 3 years of brujeria, however you want to say it. And I'll go ahead and play the clip. That's about to come off my floor right now, guys. The amount of crap that's about to come off my floor right now, guys. Oh my God. 3 years worth of brujeria. Yes, you know I gotta scrape all this shit up. I got my sandblaster, my goggles. It's about to go down. Real witches do real things. Okay, you guys, if you want to check that out, go over to AUC Hotspot, and the name of the video is Azealia Banks Cleans Closet, where she sacrifices chickens for brujeria or bruja rituals. Okay, hopefully you could hear that. If you can't, then you might need your headphones for that. All right, so I'll just get right into it. Now, from what I understand, she's a witch. There's a lot of different witches out here in the world. Some of you all don't understand that because you've been protected from things like that in your life, or you may have grew up in the church or in different certain types of religions where you've been shielded from that information, how witches do things and do spells, and they do sacrifice and things like that. Now, some witches don't, but a lot of witches do now, and a lot of priestesses and a lot of priests actually sacrifice. Now, in African spirituality, and this goes back to voodoo, Palo, Ocha, Santeria. There's so many different African spirituality practices that requires sacrifice. Now, people aren't just sacrificing chickens. People are sacrificing bulls. People are sacrificing goats. And back in the day, I will say this, when villages sacrificed chickens and things like that, it was also to appease the spirits or the gods or the lords or the deities or whoever they were praying to or seeking help from. It was normal to sacrifice animals. So when tribes sacrificed animals back then, the animals were also used as food to feed the tribes. Now, this was something that was going on even in the Americas, even before Christianity had came into play with um, uh, the First Nation peoples or the transatlantic slave trade and all that. And actually, if you get into the Bible actually talks about sacrificing and drinking blood as well as a communion. So, um, but a lot of that is not actually practiced in most Christian churches and things like that to this day. It's kind of a taboo thing. It's certain people pick what they want out of these verses and stuff and use it to their own benefit. So on social media, and I'm seeing a whole lot of Black people just really appalled by this. And the thing is that when you are scratched or initiated into a certain house, which I'm believing that she's initiated, okay? If you have a Hogan or a Hogan or Mambo, or a priest or priestesses that's over you and they're guiding you into doing different things, you know, they have their requirement, or that house might have a certain way that they do things. Just like in Hoodoo, not every Hoodoo's house is the same. Just like in churches, not every church family or church house is the same. And they have different songs and they have different ways that they do things. So, um, I just wanted to send a little education out there to the masses that are especially African American, because I see my brothers and sisters, they're just so appalled and they can't believe that these things are going on when these things have been going on way, way, way since the beginning of time. And not only that, your ancestors did it. Even your slave ancestors. And I'm talking about, if you don't consider yourself being a part of, having African ancestry or anything like that, even the First Nations, the Native Americans, the blacks that were already here in America, they did these same things too. So it's not anything to be afraid of. It's not anything to be appalled about. Now, the fact that she actually did this in her home, in her closet, now, like I said, that's her. Not every person that practices does that in their home. They may have another home or another place or a center or their own church or whatever that they gather at and have rituals and ceremonies. They may do the sacrifices there. But if she's under someone and someone's telling her that she needs to do that there, or she has permission to do that there, then that's what she does. Okay. And it could be the certain spirit that she's working with. Dark magic isn't considered evil. You can use dark magic for evil, but dark magic isn't evil. But she's practicing black magic. So there's really a difference between black magic, quote, and dark magic. When you're diving in to a lot of black magic, you're diving in to where you are actually dealing with spirits of people that were not so good in their life when they walked this earth to assist you and to help you in things. You're also dealing with demons, and demons are actually angels too. If you're a Christian and if you really think about it, and I want you to just think outside the box for a minute, okay? If you're a Christian and you believe that the angels, the demons were kicked out of heaven and all that, and they were angels before that, then, it's really not that big of a difference really between angels and demons. It's just that demons have gotten a bad rap because of the church. And the more that you study and you get into the occult and understand how these spirits and these angels and Aloha or whatever, all of these beings, divine beings is what they are. Once you understand how they really work, then you will see things in a total different light. Now, don't get me wrong. There is spirits out there that's not good for people and they will hurt you. They will fuck you up. Okay? But what I'm trying to put out there is that some demons are there to assist you and to help you. That's what they did. That's what they do. They don't have time to worry about mankind in that way. But if you want to call upon them to for help or for service, and if they grant you that, they'll do that. And so it could be that the spirit, the entity, or whoever she called upon required that she sacrificed in that room for 3 years. So she did what she had to do. And I know it sounds gross and everything like that. And yeah, um, it can be overwhelming. But once you start getting into the left hand path of magic and spirituality and doing work like that, you're going to do a lot of gross things. For those that are witches or spiritualists, you all know exactly what I'm talking about. And that goes like with jar work, sour work, things like that. You're going to dive into some gross stuff, because that's what that spirit or that entity requires. So, I hope that this has helped a lot of you understand exactly where she's coming from. And for those of you that are saying, oh, well, she's doing all this sacrificing and stuff like that, it's not helping her career much. And why come she ain't do this and she ain't doing that? Well, you know what? Don't be shocked after all of this, within the next few years, or maybe even sooner than that, the next year or so, that she really takes off or something else happens for her. Because that's the whole point of her doing what she did, so that she can get more of what she wanted. That was her sacrifice. The sacrifice. So, it sounds like to me she kept her end of the bargain. So, like I said, don't be surprised when you see Azealia Banks blow up. And I'm not co-signing this woman or anything, but I'm just saying from what I'm seeing, she went all out. And a lot of you say that she's not stable or whatever. Well, you know what? When you're working with dark spirits like that, a lot of times you're not stable. Because you never know who you're going to get. They'll come in and out. But that's another video. And with that being said, I hope that this made a lot of sense. Um, if you want to contact me for a reading or a celebrity reading, or you need root work or spell work done. Also, I have kits and I do candle readings. All of that information will be under this video below. And like I said, you can contact me at highpriestesskathy@gmail.com or highpriestesskathy@yahoo.com. And I hope you all enjoyed this little video. Bye-bye.